I just got back from Costa Rica and haven't seen a client in a while. And she asked me yesterday, she says, Paul, I stretch all the time. So why am I stiff? Why am I always stiff? And honestly, this is one of the biggest misunderstandings in the fitness world. Because people think mobility is just about stretching. But real mobility, real movement is something completely different. And again, most people think the tighter they feel, the more they need to stretch. So they grab a hamstring stretch, they'll hold it for 30 seconds, do a hip stretch, same thing. And they feel better for a few minutes afterwards, but then the stiffness comes back right away. So why is that? Because tightness is very rarely about muscle length. Most of the time it's about control, stable, and even your nervous system. Your body is incredibly intelligent. So if your brain doesn't trust that you can control a range of motion, it restricts the range, not because the muscle is short, but because the nervous system is protecting you. This is why someone can stretch their hamstrings every day for years and still feel tight. Flexibility is passive. Mobility is active. Flexibility means someone can push you into a position. Mobility means you can control that position yourself. There's a huge difference there. And this is what I tried to explain. Because movement, whether you're lifting, running, or just living life, is controlled by your nervous system. This is why mobility programs fall apart. You see the same routines everywhere. Influencers copy each other. Gyms run generic warm-ups. But mobility has to be specific to the person. Your restrictions are not the same as the next person's restrictions. And that's why real coaching matters. Real mobility usually involves three things. The first thing is stability. Your body needs to feel safe in a position. Second, strength in a new range. You have to own the movement eventually. And then, of course, third, consistent exposure to that range of motion. So not just static stretching. In my coaching practice, I see this all the time. Like this person, like this client, they tell me their hips are tight. But when we actually assess the movement, the issue isn't necessarily the hip flexibility at all. It might be lack of glute strength, poor spinal positioning, pelvic tilts, limited ankle mobility. But once we address the real problem, suddenly those tight hips disappear. Mobility isn't about becoming a contortionist. It's about being able to move well without pain for a long time. That's longevity. Imagine that. That's real training. So if you're stretching constantly but still feeling stiff, it might not be a flexibility problem. It might be a control problem. And that's where the right mobility training and the right coaching makes all the difference. So train smart, move well. That's the goal. I'll see you in the next video.